God bless you all. It's been a while that I haven't make a video because I've been really busy and I've been doing a lot of stuff. And I wanna talk about between relationship and religions because in the past many people ask me, "Are you in a denomination? Are you a religion?" And the answer is no. And I'm not in a religion. I'm in a relationship with Jesus, and it's because I tried religions in the past and I found out that Jesus is not looking for a religion and Jesus is not religion. He's looking for a relationship. He's looking for someone who want to leave everything to follow him. And the truth is that I was raised in Catholic church when I was a kid, but I never practiced it. So, but I do know. And the thing is that my father was not in a denomination. He was in a non-denominational, like just like me. And and I used to go to his church a lot when I was younger. So I've been looking around and I've been navigating and I said, Jesus is looking for a relationship. He's not looking for someone who makes rituals and practice religion. So he's looking for a relationship. And the thing is that after everything that I went through and I gave my life to Jesus and everything, September 2021, I gave my life to Jesus that day, that time. And it's been 5 to 6 years, I will say. So the question that many people has been asking me, do you want to go to the past? Do you want to stay in the past? And the answer is no. I don't regret accepting Jesus in my life. I don't regret having a relationship with him. But I do feel happy that I left everything to the past and I started looking up to the front, up to the face of Jesus. And the thing is that Jesus has been there for me even if I didn't look for him. Jesus has been there for me, waiting for me to look for him, even if I haven't looked for him. And the thing is that even I seen many denominational churches that practice religion, cults and everything, whatever, and rituals, whatever that they do. And even I've been studying the Bible, I've been studying the word of Jesus was. He's been teaching to the disciple, and I found out that Jesus is looking for a relationship. He's not looking for the religion because look how he talks to the Pharisees. So, and the thing is that for me, the religion is a cancer. The religion is to controlling humans. The religion is as a man-made because the religion has and rituals has been existed since before Jesus. So it was a man-made for me personally and how I look the way. And the thing is that when he came to this world, he didn't came to judge. He didn't came to he didn't came he didn't came to judge. He came to save us from all the sins that our flesh want us to do. And the thing is that when I started walking to Jesus, and there was a moment that I got a dream. In that dream, I was in a beach. It was an amazing, beautiful beach, the sunset and everything. And I saw a bright light far away walking through me. And I saw the face of Jesus. And he said, dance for me. And I started to dance that moment. I started to feel the love of him. But that moment, he hugged me. And I felt his skin, the clothes that he was wearing, it was white. but he had a beautiful eyes. It was the eyes of fire, and he had a beautiful face. He didn't have a long hair, but he was like a short hair, I would say. And he told me to dance for him. He told me dance for me, and I started to dance with him. And I say, I wanna stay with him, just me and him, in the beach. And that moment, my heart felt like a fire, really soft. Like I felt so in love with him. And that moment, I said, I want to have a relationship, not a religions, not making rituals, because I'm not a robot just to follow a man-made creating a religion like they do in other religion, like the Muslim, the Buddhist, and the Hinduism. So, I mean, I'm a human living in a flesh that wants to make sense, but spiritually wants to look for Jesus. That was my first dream. My second dream was like 2, 3 years ago. I went to bed and I felt that my my soul left my body. And that moment, I was in a church, but it was not any church that you can look, that you always look in this world, in this earth. It was a type of church, the style I never looked at it before. It was a style that where can I find that style of church? I mean the design. So I was going to get into the church. In that moment, I saw a man that just looked like my father, but he was so young. I mean, he didn't have white hair like he used to when he was alive, but he was so, I mean, he was not that fat, but he was so slim. I would say slim. Yeah, he was slim. Like he was skinny. Because I do have picture of my father when he was really young, at like my age, like 26, and I saw him, and I was trying to open the door, and then I saw Jesus with him, and he told me, Denesa, it's not your time, because before that dream, I used to say, Jesus, just take me with you. There's a moment that I don't want to be in this earth. There's a moment that I don't want to be in this flesh, because every day I fight with this flesh. And that's remember what the Apostle Paul says in the book of Corinthians, that there's a moment that he doesn't want to be in this flesh. I don't want to be in the flesh, because your flesh wants to do things that you don't want to do, that inner you doesn't want to do. And that's why Jesus fasted every day. That's why Paul fasted. That's why every apostle fasted. That's why everybody in the past used to fast, because to kill this flesh, to dominate the flesh, and to be strong spiritually. And that moment in that dream, he has like a colored gold clothes. And he told me that, I said, it's not your time. And I say, Jesus, I want to be with you. You know that there's moment that I don't wanna that I don't wanna be in this world. I don't wanna be in this flesh. And he say, your plans is not over yet. You know why he told me that? Because there's a purpose in me that he want me to do, so I can finish it. I mean, everybody has a call. Everybody has a purpose that God gave us, and we need to do it until God say it's your time. And our purpose is to give the word to the lost soul, because there's many lost souls. There's people that are blind in this world, that they just concentrate on the materials. They get vanity with the materials. They get so pride with themselves, and they start departing from God, and they start forgetting God. And there's moment that I always say, Lord, just interrupt my life because I want to be in love with you. I want to be with you. I don't care what around that I have. I don't care that. I care just you. You're my priority. That moment that I felt that I got that dream and I saw his face, I saw his fire eyes in that moment face to face. I started crying. I started feeling so in love deeply with him. And I say, I want to have a relationship with you. Like, I'm so hungry with you. I mean, I'm so hungry for you, yeah. Like, I woke up that moment really deep. I mean, really kind of dizzy now. Like, I feel that someone took from my body and took me really fast. I feel like, I don't know. I feel that I was flying in a jet, I will say. In those military planes that it goes so fast. That's how I felt. I was like, ugh. But at the same time, I was crying. And I say, Jesus, 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 I want to go with you. I want to go with you. Please don't leave me. But it was so hard because I know that there's many people that are so in love with Jesus, and I'm not the only one, and will feel the same thing that I feel. And I see many people that they still religion, they're so dry inside of them. And I ask Jesus, why don't you appear in the church? Go there personally and say, you Pharisees, you don't care you don't care the soul, you just care like controlling people. That's why for me it's a cancer, the religion. Because he came to save us. He came for a relationship. He just looked for the heart of each people. And it's so hard for me because right now, young people like the Gen Z Alpha, the Gen Z, I'm a Gen Z because I was born in 1999. They're not looking for relationship. I mean, religion, I'm sorry. They're not looking for religion. They're looking for more than a relationship. Because they're not looking for I love you, Jesus. They're looking for more than that. Because they get so curious. I mean, it's on that they want more. They want to know who Jesus is. They want to know more who it is for real. That's why they always say, I want to see Jesus. I want to see how real he is. I want to see the miracles. I want to see if everything that you're saying, it is true. I want to see evidence. That's how they are acting right now. But people that are not from that generation, they only talk about I love you, Jesus. That's not what they are looking for. They're looking for more. And that's how I felt when I became to Christ. Like I was doubting myself. I was doubting. Say, I want to see the miracle. I want to see if he's true. I want to see how powerful it is. If it is the God of the impossible. I want to see it. There was moments that I used to say, oh God, not even God can do this. Not even God can do this. Not even God can change me. But here I am. He changed me. And it's like God is really the God of the impossible. Like everything that God did during the Exodus time when Moses took out the Jewish from the Egypt, that for me, it was the God on the impossible. The same God from yesterday, today, and ever. That's the same God. The word never changed. It's the same Bible, same God, same word, same everything. From yesterday, today, and tomorrow, and whenever. And the thing is that I want young people like me to fall in love in Jesus, to seek him, to seek his face, to seek every time, even in the in the private room, I will say, to seek him, because we're living in the darkest time. I don't know how long we're gonna I don't know how long we're gonna be here in this earth. I don't know when Jesus is coming, but we need to be prepared. Spiritually and physically, we need to be prepared mentally, physically, and spiritually, because I know that some people will say, "Nah, Jesus is not gone. Is not coming," because he's been saying that for years and years. Oh yeah, everything that is happening in the TV, that was they're saying the TV and everything. I mean, yeah, Jesus is coming. I don't know when, but I wanted to be prepared. I don't know how long it takes. I don't care. But what I care is that I want to prepare. I want to be prepared. I want to be looking straight up to Jesus. I want to be concentrated to follow him. That's what I want to be prepared. I want that. And I want young people, many people, to read the Bible, to open the Bible, to get deep in that, because to get deep in that, because that's the only manual. That's our manual, our guide, our everything. And thank you so much for listening to this video. I'm sorry that it's been 60 minutes, 60 minutes, 70 minutes, but it's really important to me to share this to you. And I hope you to see my next video, which I have plans to make in my next video. So God bless you all.